What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
It's quarantine time coming for you, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'm not accepting this new reality of this world.
It's
I don't accept
quarantine
it.
time.
I don't accept it. I don't accept remote recordings. I don't accept not having a voice in any capacity. Why did that come along with it?
Who knows?
It was
We're
just
back.
it was really good luck that for those listening, anybody that's a fan of the footballers knows Andy has been sick and he has got on the horse. He is here for the Spitwads, but during this time,
This is like strapping some sort of barely alive corpse to the back of a Bronco and saying, "Tame it."
No, it's Weekend at Bernie's. This is what's happening right now. Jason and I are good to go, and Andy's
we'll
got sunglasses on.
We will pull you along, my friend, but I just want to point out how awesome it is if you haven't thought about having a 3-week-long horrible respiratory illness while the country's on lockdown for a respiratory illness. It's got to be good for anxiety. It's got to be good for mental health. So welcome back, Andy.
I am so glad that we don't have to skip an episode. I, in many ways, know how important it is to be here.
That's correct.
As stupid as we are, it's also important. And I know it's important to all of us and Al Borland and company because we want to be here during this absolutely ridiculous time. And Jason is
Jason, we see your mug.
A mug that says, "I love you more than I hate your farts," which is really quarantine material. That's spectacular.
My wife got me that mug, and because I'm pretty much
so perfect.
a known farter. I'm on the registered farters list. And she got me that mug, and I'm like, wait a minute, if you got this for me, like, then we're talking about your farts. And she's like, oh yeah, so I gave it back to her.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, because you are really the pandemic of farts, so to speak.
I could have been the patient zero. I could be. They say it's bats, but they could be wrong.
So we do have a show that we're going to try to do today. We have a Would You Rather, we have a Situation Room, and we have a timely social distancing essentials draft that we're bringing your way because you need to be prepared. At a time like this, what I've noticed from consuming media all day long, every day, is that experts need to be relied on.
That's right. And
at a time like this, we are, look, not to put too fine a point on it, we're the experts.
That's right.
And so we're going to be here for you. And you can follow us on Twitter at SpitballersPod, SpitballersPod.com, become a Spitwad, support the show. What's going on?
I would just say this, all jokes aside, like this is a time where this show is this is nonsense. We don't have anything of substance to bring to the table, but we have a good time. We have a lot of laughs. And I feel like we are one of the only shows out there that is a true comedy show that's fun and uplifting, that's family friendly. Like, put this on because right now the worst thing going on in the world is that we're locked in our homes with our children. Am I right? And I know there's children listening, but you need to know this is true for your parents. We love you, but we are not used to this kind of abuse. And but look, we can put this on with you in the room and share and bond over this.
Speaking of which, how are your kids' dietary habits? I know you've been working on some refinement there, Jason.
My kids eat the 4 major food groups, and that is it, which is chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, cereal, and breaded chicken.
Chicken. That's chicken nuggets as well. You got breaded chicken and chicken nuggets.
Will work. We even do chicken patties. They've really expanded their dietary. But no, truly, and Andy's bringing this up because I've been sharing with him personally, like, people are going through frustrations, right? Andy's got a very serious illness right now through this time. His is actually legit and important. But me, I'm like, yesterday I was ready to die from food fights in my house where it's like, okay, we've got canned pears. They're delicious. Just eat them.
Canned pears are great.
They're great. I had a whole can of sliced pears to myself at midnight last night. They're fantastic. And that is a true story. But the point is that my kids are notoriously bad eaters.
We're in full ration time, and you're going midnight can of pears?
I have a confession. Can I confess something?
This is so bad for Jason.
Jason will outlive his family.
The best.
Sorry, kids, no food left.
My family will die first because no food left. The best part of being so stocked up, like we were lucky. We got in early. My pantry was stocked for months. So many. But what I've come to find out is I love canned food. Canned food is so good, whether it's SpaghettiOs or Dinty Moore beef stew. And so I'm having a can an hour right now. I'm busting through this stuff. It is wonderful. We have got to get the social distancing done soon because I'm going to be like 450 in 3 weeks.
Well, that's honestly something that I've been thinking about is there's going to be a lot of things that come out of this situation where everyone is trapped at home. And I'm like, there are going to be people that emerge and they're like, wait a minute, my pants don't fit anymore. And then there's going to be people that come out that their pants don't fit because they're so freaking swole. And it looks like Jason is going.
I'm going on
one of the
directions. Not swollen. That's the direction I'm going for. So the thing is
not.
We're trying to save lives.
The back of the can is not Jason rations, is what you're saying.
That's right. We're trying to save lives.
One for me, one for you. 2 for me, 1 for you.
3 for me. We're out of food. But the thing is we're trying to save lives with the social distancing. Everyone at home, I hope you're doing your part when you can. And thank you to all the essential people out there that are still manning the jobs everywhere else. You guys are amazing, and I hope people are tipping you in jobs that don't usually get tips. If they can, tip your trash man. But hey, hold on, stop the truck. I want to give you some money. But
I'll be here next Monday.
I don't think they have thought through the health downsides of diabetes when we leave this. Because I'm gonna have it. I mean, when we're out of this thing and I'm going back to work, I got the beatus for sure.
I like the change of expression from social distancing to physical distancing. I heard somebody say that they prefer that term, and I like that because mercifully, we have things like the podcast and the internet and Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and our phones. We have the ability to be social without being physically close. And I appreciate that change of thought because it's easy to be, feeling like you are isolated right now. So we want to bring you some joy.
Well, that's a
from a distance.
Really good point. I had not heard that yet. It's a physical distancing.
Yeah.
We don't have to stop social media.
Yeah, I have a distance between me and my actual voice, and I'm trying to close that gap, but right now we're going to get it going.
Would you rather?
All right, Max from the website, would you rather constantly make grammar and spelling mistakes? And it says in parentheses, like Jason.
Oh, Max.
So would you rather be Jason? Or be the person who corrects everybody's grammar and spelling every single time they make a mistake, which that person sucks.
That person sucks for sure. As people who are in the public speaking world,
that's right.
We get those people and they suck. But
I believe you mean a fewer.
Yes, we have a few of those people, not more. But we got to change this question a little bit, right? Because if we're saying makes grammar and spelling mistakes like Jason, which I do, I've been known to have. I mean, there's a Twitter spin-up account, Jason Mooreisms, because I say stupid things from time to time. But in fairness, we've had like 1,000 hours of public consumable.
We've all had our faux pas.
Everybody's going to do it.
So I think this really needs to be heightened. It's got to be like, would you rather be someone who is always saying the stupidest things at all times? Just you sound like a dumb, uneducated.
Well, I think that's the implication, right? If you always make grammar and spelling mistakes, you are dumb.
Right, but it said like Jason.
And that part.
I love myself. So
I think it was a tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, I know.
Would you rather be perceived dumb, or would you rather be perceived as the worst?
As the grammar police?
That's really what this question is. I think you nailed it there. Would you rather be perceived as a complete idiot, and everyone thinks you're dumb, you can't get anything right, or would you
Or
rather
a turd face.
or a turd face? Wow,
Yeah.
actually, what's funny is this question had no difficulty to me. It was like I would much rather be the person who makes grammar and spelling mistakes. We all make mistakes, 100%. Like I'm not going to be the jerk that's just going around being like Superman does good, you do well. Although I do throw that one out.
You do say that quite a
We
bit.
do that every time.
But that's because it's a joke at this point. But when Andy refers to it as, would you rather be perceived to be a complete idiot, or would you rather be perceived to be kind of a jerk know-it-all? That is actually a difficult decision because...
Yeah, but every jerk know-it-all that I know doesn't care. They don't mind being a jerk know-it-all. They really like it.
Yeah, and
That is true. That is, the problem is, like, if you are making the mistakes, do you have the self-loathing? So, okay, the question was directed to Jason. Jason, do you have self-loathing about your grammar and spelling mistakes?
So I see Andy vehemently shaking his head no, because he knows that
I think there's a little.
I don't have any self-loathing at all. I've got
Not even a smidge.
So, well, I'll walk you through this because I have no smidge. I love myself. I'm happy with who I am. The pros and the cons.
I love me so much.
Yes. But I will say this. Look, I play, for better or worse, a buffoon here, and we try to be ourselves. But it's hyperbolic on here, right? A lot of times people see me and they hear me talk about how fat I am, and they're like, "I thought you were going to be way fatter than you are." Sorry that I threw
No
that
one has
accent
said that
out
ever.
but it's one of those things where I will say from time to time, when you get pigeonholed into that and you actually are thought of as a dumb I say a lot of dumb things. I make fun of myself. When you feel like, oh my gosh, people are starting to think like I am dumb or I can't do things. That that has had an effect.
You do think about it.
I do think about it from time to time.
Of course,
it's
because
like-
he's a human being.
It took 1,200 episodes to break through.
Yeah, well, it's
That's
weird because
crazy.
it's
You're
not
one of the smartest people I know. So
Well, it's not in all things. Like the fat thing doesn't
Andy knows
get me at all.
3 people.
I know 3 people, and you're one of them.
I
You're
think
one of the 3 people I know. I want you to know that you're one of the people I know.
and one of the smartest. You're in the top 3.
That also makes you
Thank
one of
you.
the handsomest.
Yeah, and dumbest.
You're one of the handsomest people that I'm aware of.
So, yeah, it's one of those things where like I don't care about the fat jokes at all because I've done this to myself. Like I deserve what I get here. But when it comes to like
It's not you, it's the
intelligence,
quarantine, man. Now you have a full scapegoat right now.
Yes,
it's
you
the
do.
quarantine.
I'm loving it. I'm putting on masks. As Mac
You're
would
putting
say.
on masks, and it's not your fault. You are putting on masks to save the human species right now.
Yeah.
How does
And
that?
that's- it's
save
You're a
so sad 'cause-
superhero, man.
Okay. Well,
You're
for
social
you.
distancing, and it has its side effects.
Well, we're at home. I can scream for my wife to bring me SpaghettiOs and, just do more for the people.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so what is your final answer before I go on to the next Would You Rather?
I'm the grammar police. I'm not being the dumb guy.
Yeah, me too.
By the way this question is asked, I am definitely going to be the dumb guy. But by the way Andy asked, I would rather be perceived smart and jerky than an actual idiot.
Okay. All right. Alexandra from the website, would you rather have to shave your face every single morning or wax your chest, legs, and armpits once a month?
Oh, once a month?
Wow.
How often? Here's a poll question because I genuinely wonder this just because I figure every guy's different. I don't really like shave. I do it like once a week. I'm like
a blade,
like
as
a
in,
razor shave, like a razor shave on my neck. Maybe every Saturday, look nice for church. Otherwise, it doesn't grow fast enough to where I need to do more than that.
If we're talking about an actual blade, a blade has not touched my face since my father taught me to shave when I was like 16 years old. That's how long it's been since
He taught you with a blade, though.
Yeah. Oh, well, because I mean,
Yeah.
that's
The butcher
you need-
knife.
Like
He
his
said,
papa taught him.
well.
grab the butcher knife and let's go to work on your
No,
face.
I
and
didn't
I
mean
haven't done it since.
I didn't mean I'm in the Wild West with a knife where I shave part of my face and then I eat part of an apple. I mean an actual like a razor. Other than that, it's been all an electric trimmer. It's and not
and
even
really, you
like,
don't use that, right?
No,
It's such a
to trim my
nice
beard, I
feeling
use
to be
scissors.
clean. It's such a beautifully nice feeling to be completely clean.
Is it?
It's wonderful.
You like razor burn?
I've tried to spin the big. No, I don't get razor burn. I'm a professional, and I've spent all the money on those really fancy 3 circular blade things that you guys talk about,
16 blades.
and they stink. It's you can go back to the old school Mach 3s and you get a nice clean shave, just like my grandpappy.
And
Yeah.
I think the implication of this question too, you guys are going to be clean shaven, like baby
Right.
faced. We're not talking just shaving the neck up and cleaning that.
Oh,
up.
okay.
Which is a problem for Mike because of his brand, a problem for me because of my weight. And so these are real issues of losing that beard.
And that's a problem with the brand because look, I mean we're in quarantine times and we're all being honest with each other right now. I shave my chest. I shave my armpits. I don't shave my legs. I have nared them before in my life, and it was pretty fun being a dolphin for a couple weeks. like it's pretty outstanding. So
A dolphin with a beard.
well, I think at that time I had like baby beard because I was in my younger 20s and I couldn't actually grow a full beard yet. So I think I would rather wax.
I can
once
tell
a
you
month.
for sure I'd rather wax. I have waxed before. I've waxed, my back.
Where have you waxed? Oh, back.
I've waxed my back, the upper neck, back area, which
This
is
is quarantine confessionals. That's what's happening right
That's
now.
the quarantine confessions.
No, but good for you. Good.
No, it's
I'm not like one of those weirdos. I don't have outrageous back hair.
It's yeah, I mean those guys are the worst.
What's
which is
that
why
like?
I hide under a thin sheet of hot wax.
Well, it's really a thick coat of hot wax.
But the thing is about like waxing might get a bad rap because of the pain, but it's fantastic.
Oh, it gets the
How
job
long
done,
does it
man.
last? How long does it last?
Like
Couple weeks.
I would say
Couple
for me
weeks.
it was like a month. I mean, it depends on where you're waxing, But when I wax the top of my neck and my back area, I'm sure you guys trim up back there, like
No.
You're telling me below your hairline in the back that it doesn't grow.
My
Like,
neck. My neck.
That's what I'm
will
talking
grow.
about.
Okay.
Well,
my neck and my back are
things
too
are getting
big.
out of
I
control.
said the top of my. That's
You
what
said
I'm talking
back.
about. I did say back, but I also said the top of my neck, like. The top of my neck into the upper back area is where I've waxed before, and it was like a month. And it's not just like, oh, it looks better, it feels better, it's great. So I'm taking the wax.
I'm going anti-dolphin. I'm going to shave my face every day.
Oh man, baby face.
He's gonna be, but he thinks
That's
that
fine.
is cleaner. He says, "Don't
clean.
you like
It's
to
a
feel
clean
clean?"
feel. Yeah, I like the feeling. I like.
But he
the
only wants to be
post-shave
clean on his
feeling.
face. It's like
Well, I
my
don't-
body's a
look,
disaster.
Chest, legs, armpits. No,
It's
I don't
a
want to
lot.
be dolphin boy.
I mean that'll be a very long period of
Oh,
time.
were legs in on here too?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
That's
yeah. Jay, suddenly you're changing.
Look, the truth is, another quarantine confession. Since I was a young
know where
teen,
this is going.
yeah, you know where this is going because I've shared a story about some
Very embarrassing.
bullies in high school basketball.
Quarantine confessionals.
Wait, what? I've never heard this story.
Yeah, so
You got bullied
I only got bullied a few times. I wasn't like
because of your back hair?
when I was a young kid. I just had this luscious locks coming out of the middle of my back, and they were like, "What the heck's wrong with you?" Look, I'm not saying you should bully, but if someone's got him right out of the middle of the back and that only, then
If you got a braid going down the spine,
no,
Teen
look,
Wolf.
no, but it was the opposite. It was like I think I hit puberty a little later, or not really. That's the problem because I don't have that much leg hair. Like I just
Maybe
don't.
more of a
like,
hop, skip, and
naturally.
a jump
I don't either.
over some of the key parts.
Yeah, and so like the kids that were getting all the leg hair were looking at me and being like, "Oh, you little
Oh
boy."
yeah.
So
All right.
yeah, so it'll
those
be
are the
easy for me
grammar
to wax
police.
my yes, those are the. Well, I don't think they're smart enough to be the grammar police. All right, I'm
Jody.
waxing.
All right, Jody from Patreon. I know Mike's waxing. Would you
Yep.
rather have super strength in the pinky finger on your non-dominant hand,
Okay.
Wait, what?
or
So for
telekinesis?
me, my right pinky.
Telekinesis, but only over objects that are within arm's reach.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
But you can already reach it.
But if
Yeah,
you're
that
telling
is-
me right
that's pretty
now I
much
can
just
have
like-
this mug come up to my face and drink it
Yes.
while not using while writing. If I want to write multitask, I can do that. That's awesome.
I think
Is that
the
less
point of
pragmatic, though?
Yes, I think the point of this is it's a simple. If you can already reach it, it's now just a parlor trick. Like you can't. Is there really anything like really effective you can do? I know you talked about the multitask, but here's what I challenge you with, Jason. There's no way you're concentrating on telekinesis, writing with a pen, and doing other things. You're thinking about the writing.
Once again, calling me dumb.
I'm just saying.
Look,
the
this is a
focus it takes
superpower.
for telekinesis.
Yeah, you know the focus it takes for telekinesis, Mike. You're
As a
aware.
superhero expert, yes.
But this is superhero powered, which means anything within my reach, I can orchestrate, and that means I am literally the world's best juggler. I mean, I
think
do
this
things.
is Jason.
Okay.
Jason can juggle instead of help his friends move. He doesn't want to get caught in a situation where he has to use his non-dominant pinky to lift a lazy boy for a friend of his. That's the situation.
But my issue there is like, let's say I'm helping move that baby grand piano, and I've got super strength in my pinky. You know what I don't have on my pinky? Super balance. What? How are you gonna pick that? Like, okay, it's super strong, but it's your pinky. Like, how are you gonna pick this thing up and act? You can drag it and ruin it and the floor, but like, how are you gonna lift it and hold it perfectly on my pinky?
Because it's super strength. Like,
Now,
if you're picking
I'm getting
something
the idea. Neither of these are
something up
pragmatic.
that is really, really light, you can balance it because it's light.
Pick a sheet of paper up, Mike, with your pinky and keep it on and just move it across the room.
My super strong pinky?
No, but it's your super strong pinky's easy to pick up a piece of paper. You're not going to be able to balance it. Yeah.
Which is more
disagree.
impressive? Which is more impressive to your? Would
The
be more
telekinesis
impressive
is
to your
far more
friends?
impressive.
So this is really funny. We're both arguing for the opposite thing, but immediately I think, well, if I could actually lift a piano with my pinky, that's more impressive. So it's really just a matter of which one do we want, and I feel like people lift things already. It's impressive. I lift more than other people lift.
But not with their brains.
I've never seen anyone move something with their mind before in real life. I mean,
in theory, if you have the telekinesis, you could simulate the pinky thing all the time, right? It would seem like your pinky's really strong.
Okay, that's a great question.
Oh, yeah.
How
Right?
strong is the telekinesis? Is it
strong.
the strength of like, if you could actually pick it up with your arms, then you can lift it up. But like,
way stronger than that.
Way
because
stronger?
Way stronger. This is your mind.
How do you work out your brain?
My brain needs no workout. It is extraordinarily
Canned peaches.
No, but
Canned peaches only.
Maybe I have to walk along with the piano, to keep it in my mind's grasp. But that's way more impressive now.
I think I'm
no
going
way.
telekinesis. What are
I'm
you guys
going with the
doing?
telekinesis as
Could
well.
you
But
imagine the magic tricks you could come up with? Like, you pick a card, put a card, and then all of a sudden it's floating behind my back, around your back. It's in your back
We'll
pocket.
get caught in the back hair, though.
Well, yeah, in mine.
and what? How far behind your back can you actually reach? This is arm's distance.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I can't reach behind someone. Well, all
All right, final weigh in.
I got
Telekinesis. Come
some.
on.
Yeah, it's definitely telekinesis.
Come on.
Mike tried his best to argue for.
I
super strength
tried,
and
but
speed.
moving
I
stuff with
appreciate
your
it.
brain.
But I think everyone, when they heard the question, was like, "Oh, that's clearly telekinesis."
I agree. I'm going to go that one as well. All right, let's get into the situation room.
The Situation Room.
All right, very important situation. As you sip from your fart mug,
Mm-hmm.
Nathan from Patreon, you three are running against each other for president. What piece of dirt are you holding on to that you can strategically bring up on each of your co-hosts in order to slander them right before the election?
Oh man. Well, look, this is a little timely, but I would pull out the old broken bulb medical records. This is the business I used to run that we were all a part of, and I would say, Andy Holloway is not a man that can stay healthy. And I would pull out all of the sicknesses and illnesses and I believe, Andy, you correct me if I'm wrong. Did you have your tonsils? You had your tonsils taken out, right?
Yeah, I had them taken out, Jason. And listen,
weak.
Listen,
That's weak.
I'm sorry. I have asthma, Mr. Bare-legged boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that I was born with asthma. I apologize to you and yours, but you know what? My constituents understand a person who understands them. And you know what? People out there have issues. People out there have trials.
I think people want to vote for people with tonsils. I mean, I think they don't want to be like, well, that guy had to have things removed because his body didn't work.
How is that a fair point, Mike?
Because the people, like, we know that people with tonsils are the people that can get things done.
Clearly, you're hiding something with that beard. That's what I would be bringing up to the people.
Look, that's
you are hiding
how
something.
dare you? We've got plenty of photos with him without a beard, and we'd put those out and be like, wait a minute, he's not cool.
This has nothing to do with my tiny little subpar baby chin. I don't have a beard because of that.
I like that I came back on this episode to receive this bashing. That's what I like.
Yes. That's what we were.
I like that these 3 weeks, 4 weeks, this was worth it. I'm really glad.
Yeah. Well, you need to take some more time off? Huh?
I would mention Mike's old, I think it was Xbox handle.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's my old email address.
I guess there were some other old nicknames that we can't bring up because we promised family.
Nasal spray.
And I would.
Mike has a history with illness as well.
That's true. I do, but you know what? I would.
None of that makes you unable to run for president. We currently have people in their near 80s,
and that's exactly where I'm going against my opponent here. Jason Moore,
your toughest opponent.
My toughest opponent,
because I know what should come out.
Oh well, I was going to go with Jason Moore. What he hasn't told you is he expected to live to the age of 36.
That's true.
That's when he thought he was going to bite the big one. And I need someone in the Oval Office who can stand the test of time, not someone who's counting the days as
not somebody who will end up
gift
in his children's bedroom with an entire sheet of Hawaiian rolls when crisis strikes. That's what we need.
I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people. People understand that.
You're a man of the peaches, Jason.
Yeah, you stole the peaches. That's what happened. Kids, we're out of SpaghettiOs. Franco un-American. That's what I say to you.
Yeah. Okay. We'll stop that.
Mike's easy. He has tattoos and shaves himself in weird places, so no one's voting for him. We already know that.
And I'm not even running.
He's so not running. He's
I
so
have a
ineligible.
tattoo
He's
on my
not
neck.
running.
My eligibility or my electability is out the window.
And I was born in Jerusalem, Israel, so I can't be president. That's
suddenly
what you should
I'm
bring
president.
out.
At the end of this, I'm president. Jennifer from Twitter, you have 30 minutes to hide a USB drive in your house.
Ooh.
Your house will then be raided by police, detectives, and some FBI agents, all searching for the USB. Where do you hide it so that it will not be found?
Wow.
So we can work together here. We don't have to bash one another.
Oh, I love this.
Sure, we're back on the same team.
We love each other again. Is there a way to weight it down to where it would stay it would stay in a pee trap of a toilet? No, that water would destroy that USB. Just throw it.
Yeah,
we're just
that'd be bad.
spitballing. This is spitballing.
we are
we're
just
just
spitballing.
spitballing. What is
All
next?
right, it's
next
up to me
option.
and Andy.
Well, I'm trying to you only have 30 minutes, right? So you don't have the opportunity to go dig a hole for 3 hours or something of that nature to try to hide this.
Man, so where
I don't know what the best
you put it
thing
in
to
air
do is.
vents. I feel like
now they're going to check the air vents. They're going to check the closets. They're going to check the fridge.
They're
and
not
the
going to
stove.
check the canned peaches.
Ooh.
Can you recan? Is the real question. Probably not.
Here's why you can't recan, and it's a beautiful thing. It's because in today's
no. This is your entire excuse that you have to eat the entire can of peaches.
look have to.
How big are these cans?
They were going to
Are
go
these
bad.
the really, really big old gallon cans?
No, it's just like a
it's the
regular can. But I thought like when I opened that can last night at around midnight, I thought to myself, this will be like eating a peach or a pear. It was pears. I thought like, oh, this would be like one pear, and then like 12 halves of pears came out of this can. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm eating so many pears. And it was delicious, and I did drink some of that juice as well. But
do
why
they
you
maintain
can't,
their nutritional value in the can?
who
Are they the same?
cares? They're
okay.
delicious.
Do you mean like in the sugar water? Yes.
Yeah.
But
They maintain the sugar.
The Pop Tops now, like they're all Pop Tops. You don't put them to the can opener. You just crack them, which means the lid is bent. You can't re-can as far as for deception. You could put some tinfoil over the top. But they're going to open that tinfoil up. They're definitely going to check.
Suspicious about this can.
They're definitely going to check
in tinfoil.
That's the normal
mattresses.
top.
I mean, mattresses are too common, right? People stuff things in mattresses.
Yes.
So you got to go exactly where they think.
What about
you're-
hiding in plain sight?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Like plugged into the computer? That plain
That's a
sight?
little too
man.
plain sight.
Plugged into the television. Televisions
not
have
bad.
USB sticks now. You know what I mean?
It's a Chromecast.
It just looks like a Chromecast. Dude, I think we got it. I think you plug it into your TV.
And then you write Chromecast on it with a Sharpie and you'll be set.
Yes. Yeah.
Google brand Chromecast for reals.
I think the issue here is that when you purchase said USB, you got to have the foresight to grab one that looks like a Chromecast.
That actually is kind of smart. I'm guessing they'll grab it and you're in trouble.
I'm
guessing
Googling
they'll
right
check
now.
the Chromecast. All right, Miles from Twitter, you go into one of your kids' classes for career day. Suddenly the teacher gets extremely sick and runs out of the room saying, "You are in charge for the rest of the day, dear sir." What does the rest of your day look like and what will the kids learn?
Oof. So I guess we're talking about what's our best subject? Our best elementary
I don't know if that's
subject?
what it is because let me tell you a little story, okay? Once upon a time, I taught children how to play sports as a teenager. I worked for a company, and they hired a bunch of teenagers to teach kids sports. And let me tell you something. Teaching really small children, kids' classes, it's very intimidating, especially when you have the pressure of parents or people watching you and you don't know what the agenda is. I was never given here's your daily curriculum. It was go teach them sports.
Look,
Here's 40 kids.
That makes all the difference. Do you have people watching you or not? If people
It
are
does make
watching
all the
you,
difference.
you have to do a good job because I know what my day looks like.
The
I'm
principal's
around,
walking in and they're observing.
So
man.
the movie is out. The National Geographic
Dude,
movie is out.
with young kids, you're not holding their attention with National Geographic movies.
I don't care if I hold their attention.
Oh, you care
I
when
am
they start going wild in the room like,
Even though we have DVDs and streaming technology, I am going to go get one of those large tube TVs with a VCR so that I can play educational videos for the remainder of the day. And I'm
Now,
going to roll
have-
it in slowly, and that's what I'm doing.
Have either of you guys done career day yet?
I
No.
have not been to a career day. No.
Ooh. I have done
I
career
can't
day.
wait though, because
How was
a
it?
pretty cool career.
It was all right. I did career day, and since we've been doing the podcast, so I went into my son's class. I think this was 2 years ago. So I put him in first grade, and we were doing career day, and I was talking about being a podcaster. And then
That's
I
pretty
have to
cool.
I have to make things up. It's like, kids, here's what you need to learn in school: math. I need math all the time. Which, to be fair, when we're doing our football analysis, we do actually need
Wait
math.
a minute. Did you really say that? Did you say to them that you really need to know math?
Yes, I did.
Oh, Mike!
Wow.
Mike, come on!
My
you need to learn
takeaway from grade school
fourth
was that I
grade
didn't need math.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This was first graders, though, man. They need to know.
I had a
math.
6th grade teacher promise me that I was going to need these certain things she was teaching, and I remembered it, and I've never needed it.
I
once.
have.
I'll let Jason. Come on. When we're making our spreadsheets in Excel,
we
in
do
Excel,
so-
in Google Sheets.
Yeah, in Google Sheets. How dare you?
Sorry.
We use a lot of math, and I can promise you, I learned none of that math in high school. You know, I had that all way.
But you
before.
learned. What about first grade?
Sure, it was after.
That's what I was
first grade.
talking. Know your audience, man. That's step one.
If
But
it's
you got to
first
fill
graders,
7 hours.
if it's first graders, we are going for the world record of Simon Says, because let me tell you something. I have plenty of experience corralling a bunch of young kids, whether this is, running a children's ministry or just my wife she's from a family of 9 kids. We have kids over all the time. We're usually 12 kids in the house. Not right now. Feels like 50, only 3. But I have a lot of experience corralling a bunch of kids, and it is unbelievable. The dedication, the silence, the effort and the longevity that you can get away with Simon Says. They will do you. They're a rowdy bunch. They're all going nuts, and you say Simon Says, touch your head. Vroom, everybody stops and is like, I'm in on this game, and they have to listen and pay attention. And it's the easiest thing to come up with because I'm just like coming up with like puff your cheeks out. I didn't say Simon Says.
Simon Says run a mile around the school.
Yes.
And then
You guys ever play
gone.
Heads Up 7 Up?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
I remember loving that game.
You ever
but
cheat?
I'm sure I did. I don't remember what it was. Can you explain the game to me again? Because I haven't played it in, I'm guessing, too long to admit.
So
go ahead.
go
Mike.
ahead, Andy. Okay, I'll explain it. So you put your head down and you put your thumb up, and there are 7 people who are it. They walk around, and then if they choose you, they tap your thumb. You're supposed to have your eyes closed. So you put your thumb down, and then once the round is beginning, there are 7 people up there. If your thumb was tapped, you stand up, and you have to guess who tapped your thumb. And so the way that you cheated was you kept your head down, your eyes open, and you looked at people's shoes.
Yeah,
you
did.
And then you looked up and said, I saw those shoes. I know it was you.
It was Emily.
That's 100% true. That is exactly how it...
Yeah, there's
Oh,
no
my
way I
goodness.
didn't cheat at that game.
So you can go 7 hours, as Simon Says. That seems very involved. You're going to have to keep giving instructions.
Oh, dude, you can kick back, put your feet up. I mean, you literally can be eating a donut while saying, Simon Says, drop in a circle. And you don't even have to be the judge of like who didn't do it, because as soon as someone doesn't do it, you got 5 other people
They'll let
on
you
them.
know.
Like, oh yeah, this self-polices. It's fantastic.
Simon Says, play on your iPhone.
Yes, for all the first graders out there.
All right, you guys ready to draft?
Let's do it.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, Al, why don't you tell us what we're drafting?
We are drafting social distancing essentials or physical distance. Good golly, distancing essentials.
Quarantine essentials.
Dig it, but don't.
I think Al Borland has drafted one of my essentials.
Which is?
I don't.
We'll get there.
Alcohol. All right. Okay, so this is something we're all learning right now, but
Yeah.
we're the experts. So obviously we'll
Yeah,
draft
that's
the
right.
proper 12 things. Now, I don't know how this draft's going to go. Jason has the first pick, and I'm confused as to whether we're going to get more luxury items, more necessities. I don't really know.
I
But
might
Jason
or
gets
might
to
not
set the
have.
tone.
I might or might not have been looking at how much hot tubs are and how quickly they can get installed. Because I was like, dude, I just want to go out and use my pool, but I can't. It's too cold. It's like if I had a hot tub out there, we could get out, escape for the night. But that is not the 101. We'll see if that gets in there. I mean, we're just talking essentials here, so it's probably in the running.
I will take a hot tub to keep it away from you. I want you miserable.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I am, of course, going to take toilet paper because it is the one
all
thing
right.
that everybody needs, that everybody's out of. I have.
Because everyone is an animal out there. People, you don't need that much toilet paper.
Well, it's good business, Mike. I don't want to admit this. I have purchased toilet paper through eBay.com.
Wait.
But
hold on.
fantastically, it did
So
arrive.
you bought third-party auction toilet paper.
That is-
paid.
I have
What
personally
kind of
paid
premium
these
did you have
animals.
to pay for that?
It's a pretty bit premium. It doesn't come cheap when there's people bidding.
The problem is once you know other people are buying it, you feel like you have to be out ahead of when you're going to need it. And it perpetuates on itself, right? Because if you don't check on it today, you're not going to have it in 3 weeks.
But as someone who lives a certain particular lifestyle as Jason, I'm ashamed of you that you took
Thank you.
toilet paper with the number 1.
Look, I'm the only one in my household living that life, so
All right.
we'll see.
We'll see
So,
if it gets
Al,
drafted.
I'm up now, and I need to get a clarification from you
All right.
because I need to know whether I am drafting the utility of internet or not. Because that would be my pick. Is that
I
a
don't think
fair
you can.
pick?
I don't think you can just draft the internet. You have to draft like
Something it uses.
a portion of the internet.
That's like drafting food. You can't draft food.
Well-
You could draft categories of food.
Okay, so a social distancing, a physical distancing essential is obviously the internet. I need to be able to check the news. I need to know what's going
Okay.
on. I want to be able to order food. I want to be able to,
So you're saying web browsing.
get groceries. I'm saying, phone, phone internet. Being able
Okay.
to
Mobile and
access,
web browsing. Is
That
fair?
sounds so lame when you put it that way,
I
but yeah.
know. That's why I'm trying to
It's
do it,
a
my
lame
brother.
pick.
I mean, that just sounds mobile and web browsing at your local library.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean,
No,
isn't
I
that
want to
what
be
you're
able
saying?
to. I don't want you to be able to do these things because I'm drafting them.
That's right. And I
That's
can't.
fine.
I cannot order my stuff
So-
online because you
so-
have mobile and web browsing.
Oh gosh,
I can't do it without that. So
I already lost this draft for drafting the internet. Give me the internet.
No, you don't get the entire internet though.
yeah, because if you get the internet, that means there's other things. That means I can't play
Then give
video
me
games.
then give me a phone with the internet. Just put
Okay.
that as it.
All right.
Sounds better than mobile and
Oh.
web browsing on
Actually,
Netscape Navigator.
That's great. A phone.
Yeah.
So you're just saying a phone. So I
Yeah,
can't.
you should draft an iPhone. I guess. I don't know.
Or just
whatever.
phone,
I'm
mobile
going.
phones.
I'm
'Cause
going.
Cell phones. That
Mike's up.
I have used my cell phone more since I've been here than in. I mean,
Is the battery running out a little quicker during the day?
it's on a charger a lot, my friend. I mean, my screen time reports, they're not
It
going to be
was
healthy.
way up.
Yeah.
It's like screen time report. You should take a break.
You take my cell phone away from me, and I'm a little PO'd. So I think you actually ended up getting
So
to a great spot.
Jason has toilet paper. I took a smartphone. Mike, what do you got?
I'm taking streaming services.
Mhm.
So,
yeah.
I'm sorry, you need to select one.
Yeah. Oh yes.
no.
Totally.
No, I will take streaming services. That was when we talked before the show, Jason. I wondered
It was
at the 101. Are you going to take Netflix?
It was TP or streaming services. Those were my one and my two for sure, because the amount of consumption is off the chain. So streaming
Yes.
services, yeah, you got the Netflix, the Apple Plus, all that.
Yeah,
jazz.
you're darn right. And look, hand in hand, I'm streaming stuff. When I'm not streaming, I am playing stuff. So I will draft video games.
Okay, all right. So basically, you guys have the internet now on lockdown.
That is correct.
The main usage.
Correct.
All the apps, the news, the web browsing, the purchasing online for Andy, all the playing and watching and consuming for you guys. So I'm gonna.
I want to be.
this.
But good
I
news,
wanna
you
be
have toilet paper.
You do have toilet paper. I want to be super clear, by the way. I thought that this was going to be more survival based. So I'm looking at things like food and water.
So I took Netflix.
Here's the thing that's lost.
Go
here.
ahead. No,
I-
go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
I don't want this to get lost. The way that Mike said, I don't get to watch my movies. Y'all don't have toilet paper. You don't have it. So just throwing that out there.
All right, that's fine. I'll figure it out.
You better draft it.
All right. So, Mike, you have entertainment, so to speak, on lockdown. I've got information, and Jason has buttholes on lockdown. So,
Well,
At this point in
he doesn't
time,
even
though,
have them on lockdown. All right,
not
continue.
quite. You could have bidet or wipes life. I get it.
Yes.
We'll be surviving with those things.
Yes.
I'm not sure where to go with the social distancing essentials. When I think about what's valuable to me right now, believe it or not, I think it's valuable to be able to drive my car. That doesn't mean going and endangering other people.
Okay.
But being able to get to a doctor, being able to get up north, to get out of this area of the city and go
I like
go
it. So
hike.
your car.
So
I
transportation.
think I'm going to take a car.
Okay.
I can go
Okay.
get groceries with it. I think I need my car. Or I could just go for a drive when the kids, are going a little bananas.
Sounds like unphysical distancing to me. Sounds like you're going places. You're the problem.
I am going places alone. I'm going them.
I will
them
draft
alone.
rock concerts.
Because they are so much better than this social distancing. I'll take airports for 12. All right, so am I on the clock?
I'll just say a car so I can go out and we could go on a hike
Okay,
or we could do
fair
something else and get our brains off of it.
All right. It's a lot
Wait,
of
Jason,
all
are
right.
you out?
No, I'm not out. I've got look, my list is plentiful. It's just a matter of which direction do I want to go, because there's 3 things here that I really want.
Just lock the butthole up, please.
You want.
That's not a
and
phrase I ever
You
want to
don't-
hear again.
You don't want to draft bidet, Mike, but you're going to have to draft it, or else you got no chance, because toilet paper, if you don't have toilet paper, you are washing with a washcloth at home.
No, we all know what toilet paper is, Jason. You don't have to explain it to us.
Because when you poop, what happens? All right. So for my
There's some remnants behind that you gotta clean.
all right, I'm going to take, because of my propensity to eat, the importance of food, and my newfound love for canned food, I am taking canned food. I get all of it. I get my SpaghettiOs, my Dinty Moore beef stew, I get my chili, I get my corn and my green beans and all the canned food of the world. It's mine.
Now, what other food exists, Jason?
Oh, I can look. Let me
Tell me more.
Take you on a tour through my pantry. And then the second one, I'm between two here. One that's important and one that's important. So I'm gonna
Okay, well, take the important one.
I will be taking, because I don't believe it would come back to me. I think Mike would grab it. I'm going to take libations for when the night is hard and the day has been rough and I can wind down with a glass of wine. The libations be mine.
It's a good pick.
Okay.
Because you took all the entertainment. What am I going to be doing?
Well, because I'm going to play to my strengths here, I'm going to take medications. Because you guys don't got them. I got them. You don't got them.
Dude, I was between.
They're serving me so well. So
my wife is dead. She's a diabetic. She's dead now. Thanks.
Well, I didn't mean to kill your wife. Okay,
So,
I did not mean
I'll let
to
her
kill
know.
your wife.
You've murdered.
I'm sorry. No. You can buy them with toilet paper. Okay,
I'll let her know.
You can buy her some insulin with your toilet paper.
I was between.
We will be bartering.
I was 100% between prescriptions, or medication and libations.
Yeah.
Sorry, honey.
You made the right choice.
Yeah, medications of another kind.
All right.
I was trying to take whichever one I thought. I thought prescriptions or medication could come back to me, but that makes sense that you'd grab that, Andy. Wise pick. I like it.
All right, so
Mike, you got two
so
picks.
I'm on the corner. I got 2 picks. This will wrap up the draft for me. So number 1, I will take the elusive hand sanitizer.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
It could be, 'cause speaking of toilet paper, you cannot get sanitizer anymore, and I think, it's harder to substitute when you're on the go. You can't just wash your hands with soap and water if you're on the road. You need hand
That's true.
sanitizer. All right.
I drove the other day, and I had a little protein cookie, and I had driven someplace.
Ooh, was it
and
a
I
Larry's?
realized it was a Larry's cookie. Thank you very much.
Man.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but
but
delicious.
they could be. They
Wait,
could
what
be
kind of
if they
cookie?
want.
Oh,
It's a
Larry's,
Larry's.
man. Protein cookies? They're so
they're
good.
very delicious.
I've never heard of that.
But I realized, we realize new things. First of all, I have fingernails for the first time in 30 years because of
I've
I've never had them in my whole life, and now I have them.
But it is shocking to me that, I guess shocking is the wrong word, but the fact that the quarantine and the worry about the virus, that was it. That it got you to the point where you
Yes,
didn't-
Mike, a global pandemic was it. That finally got it for me.
But I'm just saying, good for you. That's an incredible
you.
step that I don't think most people are taking. They're still
And
biting
then-
nails.
With the Larry's cookie, I realized I would be pulling that thing out and eating it with my hands, so I had to eat it with the wrapper. You have to hold it with the wrapper.
Yes, you do.
Fingernail clippers they're pretty cheap. You can just clip your nails
But it-
No, that had
99
nothing to do with
cents.
the nails.
Oh,
That had nothing to
okay.
do with the nails. I did clip my nails for the first time in my life instead
good
of
for
eating
you.
them.
Proud of you.
But I was just saying, you have to be the hand sanitizer would have helped me because then I could have eaten my cookie instead of being a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. Go on, Mike.
All right, and I will take my last pick because this is near and dear to my heart, especially right now. I'm trying to make the right decisions. So I've got entertainment, and I will also take exercise equipment. I am making sure that I'm not pulling a Jason Moore, putting on a cool 40 with canned peaches and canned pears by the end of the quarantine.
I'll take the over, my friend. Look, on my list, I have a Peloton on my list because I'm
Not anymore.
I know I need it, but yeah, it's off my list now. So yeah, exercise equipment is smart.
I got it.
Enjoy not
All right.
wiping your butt or eating, Mike.
I'm fine. I got a T-shirt.
He'll be swole. He'll
That's
burn
right.
off that fat because he won't have any thing coming in. All right, streaming services, video games, hand sanitizer, exercise equipment. I've got a smartphone. I've got a car. I've got some medications. And I guess I will take the more, I don't know, maybe family-oriented board games. I will
Ooh,
take.
that's-
It's on my
Entertainment,
list, but I have video games, so I don't need them.
Yeah, you don't, but I'll go with board games. Ability to kind of do that.
The 1980s called.
Yeah.
I want the board. No, board games is a good pick, especially because we don't have entertainment. Mike's got the streaming. He's got
When
the
we
video
all run out
games.
of power, Andy will be the one left entertained.
All right, look. I realize I've got another one of these categories already on lockdown. This is the last pick of the draft, right? So I can
That is correct.
I could talk through everything here.
Yes, you can.
Pet food it could run out. I love my pets, but sorry, I'm selfish.
They could eat your canned food.
That's right. Look, canned dog. Oh, I guess I've got dog food, right? I just got canned
You got
food.
canned food. That's true.
There you go.
You actually only have dog
It
food.
tastes
I'm
like
sorry.
dog food.
I could go bottled waters. I don't need to go bidet. I've got toilet paper. Nobody took it, so I've got that on lockdown. So I'm pretty much between hand soap and frozen food. I feel like the two, like when I'm stocking. So I'm just thinking about me, like, okay, this is coming down. Maybe we're gonna get quarantined, locked down, have a real tough time getting stuff. What are the essentials? Toilet paper, canned food, frozen food, and libations. This is a home run. I love my draft.
Yeah.
I'm taking frozen food.
All right.
So I'm stocked up. I can eat a variety of food.
How was Jason the practical draft? How did this possibly happen?
Well, he did draft 2 of his 4. 50% of his draft was food. So I am
Yes.
not surprised by the
Not
outcome of the draft.
Enough. I agree
And
with
then,
you.
to be honest with you, libations is still being
Consumable.
consumed, and the toilet paper handles the other side of it. So he is entirely food oriented.
It's all
and I'm
about
not
the
surprised.
in and the out, my friend.
It's all about the in and the out. Absolutely.
I'm going to need
I
some
know
of
we
that
left some
exercise
things on-
equipment, Mike.
I wanted ice cream too, but I'll have to trade some medications
Oh, if
for
you
it.
had drafted ice cream, so on brand.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm never healthy.
Hey, frozen food, I've got it.
What did we learn today?
I learned that Jason loves, adores, and was surprised by the quantity of canned peaches in his life.
It is so good. I learned that I will be at least 300 pounds by the end of this lockdown.
We're all learning about Jason. I learned Jason was bullied, and that makes
there
me
you go.
sad.
Oh, that's sweet. It was like a 2-time happening. So
But 2 times, you still remember it. Clearly, it
that's
affected
fair.
you.
That's fair. It sucked. It was not good. Don't
Look,
bully people.
Hey,
Well, as
teenagers, if you have leg hair, you don't need to tease the guys that don't have leg hair yet. They're gonna get it. Give
It's
them
a small.
minute.
I remember being the littlest kid too, and the locker room was a scary place if you were behind
Yes.
the curve.
I
So-
remember the pit hair where you would be swimming because we're in Arizona, so you're swimming all the time, and then every summer you're checking. You're like, oh man,
Come
do I got
on
any-
now.
Do I have any buds
Jason
going on
used
down
to.
here?
Jason used to glue it on,
Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Roll around.
shave it right off the dog.
Roll around in some Elmers.
He shaved it off his
And then-
back.
Yes,
Oh.
true.
The
Thank
one
you,
place,
Owl.
like, why does my back grow so
Oh.
thick?
All right,
People
we're gonna
now
wrap
think
things
I've got
up.
this crazy mane on my back. I've just got a patch of hair on the top by my neck.
Look,
Just
just
a
because
little-
people
just a
call you
tuft.
Sasquatch, it has nothing to do with that.
Just because you braid it, just because you
Yeah.
let it flow. Look, everybody out there, genuinely, stay safe, stay smart.
Yes.
We'll get through this. It's going to be an endurance thing for a lot of us, I think, just being able to, like I said, maybe we're not physically connected. Let's stay socially connected. We can do that here. Do it at spitballerspod.com. Connect with us on Twitter, and we'll be here throughout. And you
My
guys will
Twitter
get through
game
it.
is nasty right now. I am crushing.
That doesn't sound very exciting, actually.
We are dedicated to being here and putting out great, fun content through this time. So can't wait for the next episode. We might be bringing some extra stuff soon.
Who knows? Who knows? We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out spitballerspod.com.